Hey guys, TroyBoyFly here. Today guys, we're doing a tutorial video on how to fix a wobbly slash loose wheel. The reason being is when the bearings they actually get loose, or either the fact that your spokes, these aren't spokes, they're spoke skins, but over the spoke, if you can see the white part, just between there, if it's not tight, when you buy stock bikes, they're usually not tight. As you can see, mine are fairly tight, but my bearings are loose. So usually every once in 2 months, I will just tighten my back rim by taking the wheel off. So I've obviously started, I've taken my chain off and loosened it, putting everything all loose. So what you want to do is, if you've got a big tire slash wheel, you will have to take off your brakes. I already take one off and I've loosened my brake wire so it has room to pull the wheel out. As you can see, I've taken my wheel out from where it was originally, and this is just what it looks like when it's not in thing. As you can hear it, that noise is the bearings hitting the actual hub. And as you can see, when it wobbles, that means it's just loose. Usually if it's like this, it's either the hub, a bad stock design, or your bearings loose, or you just got a bent hub. When you get a bent hub, usually it's dehubbed or just wrecked on the inside, which your bearings could be either broken from bad cheap designs. So what you want to do to tighten this, so you have 2 nuts, one on each side. I prefer to take this side off, just where the chain goes on. So I'm going to take that off. You usually have to hold the other side so it doesn't move the screw, because if I don't hold it, it moves. So you can't actually loosen it. But you just want to do so. Actually, you get it off and it looks like this. And you want to do the same for this side. I rather prefer using gloves, guys, because I was going to wash my bike after this, but today my bike's pretty dirty. So if you want to not get dirty, you can use gloves, but if you don't really care, then just chop on your hands. Do the same so with this side. Just using my foot at the moment, but it should be right. The reason why I'm taking it off is the way you have to do it, you need to put them facing the opposite side. So it kind of like makes it so it fits a spanner, or say more of a wrench, like a shifter. Makes it so the shifter fits, and it's got like a little area you can fit it. So you want to put this all the way through to the end of the line. Then you want to put the other nut on, so as you usually would, to put it on the wheel. So again, hold the other side if your screw moves on the thread. And just tighten it like this. You don't need to tighten it so as if it's been tightening, you don't need to tighten it. It just needs to hit the end of the line against each other. It doesn't really matter how tight or loose it is. Okay, so from here, guys, you want to put on your shifter onto the middle part, or the starting point of the screw. So the very first nut, it's quite easy. All you have to do is tighten the shifter as so, just under the lip of the screw, within the nut. And then that way you can turn it any way, clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then you want to grab a spanner or wrench if you're American. That's what they call it. Whenever you guys actually pull apart or tighten your nut, you want to use this side of the spanner slash wrench, as this side it does the same job, but usually because it doesn't have as many grips, what it does, it has all the sides, it tightens up all sides. This, it can actually slip and damage your nut, like I've done so it's got all the marks because it's damaged it. So what you want to do to tighten your bearings, have the wrench in the middle, and then the spanner on top. So find a comfortable position, because at the end you'll want to use some muscle. Try and tighten up as much as you can. By doing so, it will not make any difference while riding, apart from making it easier and it won't wobble as much. You can tell the difference straight away. I didn't think this actually worked, but as soon as I did so, it made a big difference when riding. So you just want to tighten it up. Not the best while holding a phone, but it's quite hard for me to actually show you guys while doing so, because my recorder, me and my my brother, isn't here to help me record. So obviously you just want to tie this, this clockwise. So yeah, facing from the bottom. It's quite easy to tell if you watch the video. Have shift on the bottom, spanner on top. So from any way you watch this video, it'll be clockwise. Just tighten as much as you can. Yep. And the reason why even if you do this, if you maintenance your wheel every now and then, it doesn't make a difference. It will eventually come loose when you, say you tighten your chain, okay? You tighten that chain, you tighten up a lot. Every time you have to loosen those bolts, it eventually loosens the bearings. If it doesn't make sense, it does. So eventually get looser and looser. And from riding as well, so, because it moves a lot. If that doesn't work for you guys, I suggest buying a new hub or just a new wheel in general. But after this, you shouldn't really have to. And yeah. So guys, I have finished tightening my wheel. Before, when I actually showed you me taking off the wheel and just displaying how wobbly the actual screw was, I'm shaking it pretty hard and there's nothing. So when you ride, every time it went like a click, that's mean it was moving and hitting the hubs and doing more damage to the rim that it usually would. Now with it tightened, it's got the teeny tiniest bit, but that is very small. So it is fine and safer than ever. Make the difference when you ride, you'll go faster and it's a lot smoother. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave a comment down below.